Hi, my name is Lynn, and you're watching my YouTube channel. Is that no? That's not how you do intros. That's not how you do intro. In today's video, I will be talking about 14 things that I find chic. I've been seeing this a lot on YouTube, so I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me hop on the trend while I can, right? So chic by definition means elegantly and stylishly fashionable. So let's see if that matches up to my list today. I do feel like chic is something that you can define depending on like what you like, I guess, because everybody's gonna have a different thing of chic, but it does have to be elegant, just like how the definition says. So there are some, truth to the definition. The first thing that I find chic, although order doesn't matter, is umbrellas. I think this recently happened. Like maybe, maybe like a month or two ago, I was like on the bus and I like to look outside the window, like people watch, and I seen like a woman and she had like this very um it looked like a strong umbrella and it was black, and I was like, that's a nice umbrella. And then I started to think about it, and I was like, yeah, I think umbrellas are up there with me, because I don't know. And then I looked at mine and I was like, dang, mine is not sleek and black. I was like in a moment of comparing myself because like I'm kind of in a transitional space, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of moving away from this style to a more simple, minimalistic fashion sense. Um and I really do like it, and I think it I think it kind of contributes to like, I guess growing. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I like umbrellas, and even like umbrellas with simple patterns, like it can be polka dots. Um I guess just a nice umbrella. You don't want a flimsy umbrella. The wind is your worst enemy, it's gonna keep breaking umbrellas. So when I seen that, I was like, yeah, umbrellas for sure. For number two of the things that I find chic is antique silver trays. I'll put some pictures up, of course, but I really, really, really love these things. I see like one of my not one of my like it's one of the people that I follow on YouTube, like I'm subscribed to on YouTube. Her name is It's Just Jordan. She has like this very um big silver antique tray, and she sometimes put her food on it, sometimes she puts like her makeup on it to like do her makeup. It's just so chic to me. It's like an extra step to like it's like an extra step to do your makeup or your skincare. Like, let me get my antique platter out and lay out my skincare so I can do my skincare, you know? Um, and I like those trays. Like I also think like it can be like a tray for your jewelry, like you can put your jewelry on it, or you could just you can put perfume on it too. I seen things like that when I was growing up. It wasn't the antique trays, but it was like more of like a glass kind of tray, and you place your perfumes on it, your jewelry boxes. I seen those a lot growing up as a kid. um I don't know if that make growing up as a kid, I think that makes sense as a kid, just in case that doesn't make sense. I seen that as a kid. The third thing I find chic is a card holder. Now it's just, I think it's just because it's sleek and it's simple and it's like, easy to grab your cards out. I really like the like dark colors too. I do like light colors as well too, but for a card holder, like I could see myself with a nice black one, maybe crocodile print. I'm not sure. I seen some examples on Pinterest, but I wasn't able to save it because it was an advertisement. So if I find it and I'm able to take a picture of it, I'll put it up here, I guess. But I do like it. It's very simple, and then it's like, if you have cash, which sometimes, I do carry cash. It's like It's not a big deal. It's not extra to, have a flip open wallet and take the cash out, but a simple comparing that to like money, like physical money, you just take the card out, like tap or whatever, swipe. So it's more simple. The fourth thing that I find chic are mints. And I recently got back into mints. Like I remember, you know, dabbling in Tic Tacs when I was maybe in like middle school, but it wasn't anything like serious. It was just like, sweetness of mints. I want, this is why I'm buying Tic Tacs. Now I would chew on gum to like, refresh my breath. Um, after you eat or you just your mouth is dry and you drink a water, but you don't want to constantly get up and go to the bathroom. So you're like, what, let me just chew on some gum to refresh my breath. Um, I heard that mint is good too, and it doesn't make you gassy. And the mints that I use right now, they're Altoids, I think. I got the red one. Um, I thought they would be sweet. You see, this is what I mean by the Tic Tac thing, the Tic Tac crave. I was only there for the Tic Tacs because they were sweet and nostalgic to me, okay? But the Altoids are good too. I feel like you get used to it. Um, you get used to the taste of them eventually. It has a little bit of sweetness. Apparently, it has a lot of sugar in it, which I was like, oh no, that's not good. So I got to kind of look at some other alternatives and see when I can purchase them. But they're pretty good, pretty refreshing. The fifth thing that I find chic is bootcut or flare jeans. Specifically, I think I'm saying that wrong, forgive me, dark wash or some kind of, but yeah, pretty much dark wash, but not like super dark. Like I'll put up some examples, but love I love it so much. And I've also been obsessed with dark wash too recently. Like I have a pair of light wash jeans, but dark wash, there's something about light dark wash that's just so sophisticated. And I think the reason why I like the flare jeans or the bootcut jeans or both of them is because it's kind of reminiscent of the 70s and I like the 70s style. Um, and also I feel like if you pair it with boots, like heeled boots, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's very different compared to like a straight leg jean, you know what I mean? It gives like a little detail, like, like, oh my gosh, she's walking down the street with jeans, but it's not any jeans. It's flare jeans and she has those boots on to match with it. So it's kind of like a little pizzazz basically. It's a pizzazz in the outfit. That's what I like about it. The sixth thing that I find chic is storage bags. It's kind of like how do I explain this? It's like, you don't want all your stuff, your junk to be in your purse or your bag. Like, for example, your makeup and your sanitary products. Like, you don't want that in your bag, you know? You don't want that just flying around in your bag, you want a designated spot for it. And that's what I'm speaking really loudly. And that's what um am talking about, like certain places for certain things, I guess. Like your makeup, you have a small bag for it. You're like, oh my gosh, pardon me. You're like, I need to touch up on my makeup. I need to add, lip gloss, and you're like, let me take out my makeup bag and take out my lipstick and reapply it on my lips, And I feel like it also helps the organization and also keeping, those products clean and not hard to find in your bag. So, yeah, that's why I like them a lot. The seventh thing I find that is chic is a vintage purse. Now, I'm not sure if I like the big purses, you know. I can look up some examples right now. Okay, based on my Pinterest board, I do like the big purses, but I like them with a minimal like detail. So like if it has like one buckle loop or like a buckle on the purse, I'm in love with it. A solid color, a nice silhouette of the bag. It's roomy, but like it's not too much going on there. It's very simple. It's very classic. It's very versatile to take out. I love that, and I also love like a more elevated. What is it called again? Like a more elevated uh waist bag or fanny pack. I'll put an example. I've been in love with this bag. I've been in love with it, and I love the buckle detail so much, and the big what's it called? The big slash, the big handle, the thing that wraps around your body. Like I love that so much, and I feel like it would be so sleek to just walk outside with it and be like, oh yes, I'm walking and I'm walking with class. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like details a lot. I like details, I like quirky things, but I feel like there's a certain way that I want to dress now that I'm like, I want to I want to show hints of my creativity or my quirkiness in my style a certain way, and that could be maybe that's not going to be shown in my style, maybe it'll be shown in um smaller products or like how I act or a phone case or rings or stuff like that. Like you can show that. It doesn't have to be like serious. Like just because I'm going towards a minimalistic style route now doesn't mean I have to be serious and boring. Like what? That's not even me, bro. Like come on. The eighth thing that I find chic is dark wood or dark wood and wooden accent. There's like some antique shelf that I've been seeing on Pinterest and I saved it. And I just like it. Like some people they put skincare on there, they put perfume on there, they put little figurines on there. It's a nice little decorative place to put things. Um, another thing I also like about another thing that I like about the dark wood is that there's like this vintage TV table thing. It goes under the TV and I love it. Or I think it's a coffee table or it's both of them. But I really like those because I think it screams the 70s. I'm not sure. I keep, well, this is my second time mentioning the 70s, but I like how it looks. It's like the thin legs and then the rectangle body, but it's not like perfectly rectangle. It has like an angle there, and it's just very well designed. I think it is. The ninth thing that I find chic is vintage jewelry. We see a theme here. There's a lot of vintage going on. I've always loved vintage stuff since I was maybe since I was a kid. Like I remember seeing seeing my godmother's jewelry box and like keep opening it up, for some reason. I guess it's because the details of it kind of fascinated me, and it's really cool. I just like vintage jewelry. Like there's something different about it compared to now. I think some of the jewelry, whether it's rings or bangles or earrings, they have a lot of detail to it. Or it could just be a simple detail, but the structure of it is complex but also simple at the same time. And I think it's beautiful as well. And it's also well made, depending on if it was taken care of very well. The 10th thing that I find chic is a clean phone case. Now, okay, maybe not clean. Well, yes, clean, but that's not what I mean by that. I mean like a solid color phone case. I think I've seen some creators have a clear, like a solid colored phone case. And then they might have like one of those sticky things on the back of it. I didn't know what those were for at first, but then I think it's to mount your phone on like a mirror, and then you could like see yourself, your outfit or something, especially like if you're in a try on room at a store, you know. So like I guess like a simple phone case with a small detail, or it could just be a simple phone case. I need a good quality um, phone case that is just a solid color. Some of the colors that I do like is like a green, maybe like a hunter green or matcha green, which is a little, well, yeah, a little lighter. I was, yeah, a little lighter than a hunter green or more lighter. A burgundy red. Uh, Maybe even a blue. Maybe like a dark or navy blue. I could see that. Um, yeah, those are the colors that I'm thinking about right now. The 13th thing that I find chic is loafers and ballet flats. Yep, I said it. There's nothing wrong. I've been really loving loafers and ballet flats. I'll start with loafers first. So for my 22nd birthday, I supposed to forget that. For my 22nd birthday, I brought a pair of Doc Marten. I'm so sorry. Doc Martens loafers. Um and I like them, don't get me wrong, but they were painful. I got a size 6, but I had to have the insole, the shoe insole thing. I I had to, yeah, yeah. It was just like, jeez, it was a lot. But it's crazy because afterwards, like I was looking at them, I was like, I don't like how elevated these look. I want them to be a little bit lower. Um, and so I'm on the search. Well, not really on the search. I do have like two low loafers that I've seen that are like closely to like a flat, but it's not a flat. Yeah, you see the picture, you see it, but it's more so like that. I like those a lot more than these. And I think that's where the pickiness comes from, because it's like if you're fully not like in love with something, don't get it. If you're fully not like studying something and you're like, what do I like about this? What do I not like about this? What am I not sure about? What am I sure about? Then I would definitely get this, or not definitely get this, or look for something else, you know? So that's why I'm like, well, now I'm like, pay attention to detail and just be honest with yourself. And ballet flats, I really like the ones with the bows, the Steve Madden ones too. Um, the colors could you know I would say like a burgundy red. Why I say like these dark colors is because like when I'm thinking about styling outfits, I'm thinking about like what shoe's gonna match with it. I don't want to like purchase a shoe with a color that's like not going to make sense in the outfit. And sometimes it does, but I guess it depends on the options you have. Like if you have a majority of like white shoes, you could pick anything from it and be like, okay, like it goes with this outfit because the white shoes are like a basic, or yeah, basic color, you know. But if I were to have like all orange shoes, then it's like I don't really like how this looks. I mean, you could like orange, but I feel like depending on what the outfit is, it's not going to, completely. What I'm trying to say here is I don't know if you need, I don't want to tell you what you need, but in my opinion, I feel like you need more basic colors in your closet, whether it's like a brown shoe or a, well, yeah, brown, black, white. And then you could start to contribute some colors like red, green, blue, stuff like that. Or like lights, light colors, like of course, like silver. Silver could also be a basic, but it's kind of like a staple piece too. So yeah, that is it for today's video. If you like this kind of content, keep, I mean, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Forgive me, I'm just, I'm just over the place. But you can like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.